Hey guys, and welcome to Achieve with Carolina Live. I'm Carolina Romaniuk, child and family sleep specialist, founder of Achieve with Carolina, and co-founder of Your Child Sleep Manual coming out this summer. So totally excited about that. So I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, a fabulous Mother's Day. I'm sorry I wasn't on last night, but I think what I'm going to start doing is instead of 3 days a week, doing it 2 days a week. I'm still trying to figure out on what days exactly I'll stick to it, so we'll kind of see. Maybe I'll do it every Tuesday and Thursday, the videos, instead of every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but let me know. Hey Angelica, thanks for joining. So tonight is going to be an interesting topic. It's actually something that I mentioned during my seminar that I was doing at Limud this weekend, and it was fantastic. I was with so many awesome parents, and they had these great questions, and it was really, really, really huge. So one of the things that I mentioned, and I do throughout New York, my signature talk that I do, it's called How to Raise a Happy and Healthy Sleeper. And one of the things that I do mention in it is something really, really interesting. And one of my colleagues and dear friend, Roseanne Hay, she actually mentioned it to me a while ago when I first started my career and in sleep training. So I've kind of kept it, and it really does help significantly with helping your little one go to sleep. It works so beautifully. I'm sorry if you, wow, that's really loud. I'm sorry if you're hearing that, but it's passing by right now. So anyway, it's something really important, and I want to go into it tonight. So everyone that's signing on, hey guys, thanks for coming on. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. And I wanted to start my videos, as I mentioned to you last week, I believe, starting it with gratitude. So what are you guys grateful for? What awesomeness happened to you maybe during this Mother's Day weekend, maybe today? Hi Mila, tell me one thing in the comments below that just beautifully happened either today or from the last time that we spoke, which was last week. Something that awesome happened in your life. It could have been, during Mother's Day. What happened? Let me know in the comments below. So I want to, start these videos with something that we're grateful for. It could be for our kids. It could be for our family. I have wanted to actually mention that I have an unbelievable amount of women in my circle, and I wanted to really just say thank you to them. Not just my friends, but specifically my immediate family and my family. Hey Gilana, my mother, my sister, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, my grandmothers, they mean the world to me, and without them I would be nobody here. So this Mother's Day, even though I didn't spend it with them, they are always a big part in my life, and I'm sure that everyone here has someone that has helped you, that has that you model after also, or that is trying to help you become a bigger and better person. Maybe to mentor as well. I have several of those too. My coach, who I am in love with, and she helps me so much, Lauren, and it's grateful for me being a part of their lives as well as them being a part of mine. And I'm always grateful for you guys as well. You are spectacular. You are wonderful mommies and daddies that are on here too. And you should pat yourselves on the back, because taking the time from your evening at 10 o'clock at night to just sign on and listen to me every week is super important. It just shows me how you understand the fact of the importance of sleep and how important having a proper sleep foundation is, not just for your little one, but also for yourself. So you guys should pat yourselves on the back for that too. Okay, hey Viana, so let's get on with tonight's video, right? What is one piece of clothing that is super, super duper important that you need to put on your little one before they go to bed? Can anyone guess before I even mention what it is? And it's probably something so common that just kind of goes over your head and you're like, oh, really, Carolina? It's that simple? Yeah, so it is. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think it is? What do you think I'm going to tell you? Go ahead, type it down. I know we're a little delayed, but I'll wait. Don't be shy. I know we're getting a lot of people on, so go ahead. There's something that I also wanted to read. Angelica, you're watching a lot of my videos. Yeah, so she got it right. Ding, ding, ding. Angelica got it right. It's socks. Socks are super, super duper important. Thumbs up, honey. Now, the reason why is because they help regulate body temperature. When you put socks on a child, you really want to put them on after a bath. So bath starts the process for sleep, right? Hi, Masha. And sleep really is broken down into two components. It's your hormones, melatonin and cortisol. And melatonin is your sleep hormone. Cortisol is your awake hormone, right? So when we are taking a bath, we begin with a roller coaster of the hormones. It starts with cortisol, which when you get undressed, you get a little cold, so your stress level kind of increases. Then you go into a lukewarm bath, then melatonin increases and cortisol decreases, and then you get taken out of a bath, you're kind of chilly again, then cortisol increases again and melatonin decreases. And then what do you guess what happens after? The last part in the bath is when you get taken out is you get dressed. So you have approximately a close to 45-minute window from when the bath finishes up until you place your little one down to bed to make sure that it's beautiful, peaceful, and it's kind of, you know, a nice leeway into it. But making sure that you want to keep that nice warm feeling with placing socks on your little one. You want to regulate their body temperature as quick as possible, and by warming it up, the quickest way to do that is by placing socks on your little one. So the next question that I would get is, okay, Carolina, my kid hates socks. They rip them off, they throw them out, they don't know what to do with them, they just don't like them. Like socks, no go, right? So what you would do is, if you're wearing footed pajamas, we're going into the summer now, so most of us are going to be wearing onesies, which you can put socks on, and then you can regulate the body temperature maybe like 15-20 minutes after the bath, and then you could take the socks off. You really just want them on for the specific purpose of warming up the body and to increase the temp, so then your melatonin levels stay kind of leveled out that way. Now, it doesn't mean that you want to overheat your child. Now, keep that in mind. That's not what you want to do. The whole goal here is just to keep the body nice and warm at that point from the bath into going into sleep. And then you can take the socks off from that part, and it works like wonders. I mean, I've had kids that, even my son, in the middle of the night when he was an infant, he would wake up and I'm like, I've done everything, I don't know what's going on and I can't figure this out. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. And then my colleague told me about that little tip, so I've been using that ever since, and I've been working with that with my clients as well, and it works like a charm. So I wanted to share that with you guys tonight too. Also, what I wanted to talk to you about is this awesome journal that I got. A couple of months ago, I was lucky enough to attend Dr. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Dr. Shafali Tabari, and she's a fantastic person, and she had an event called Evolve, and in the event, hey Sarah, hey Milana, and in the event she had, there were lots of vendors that were around there, and one person was selling journals. So they were selling Daily Greatness parent journals, and got them as a gift for when you purchase a ticket to go there. So what these journals are is, it actually helps you to get your goals out in what kind of a parent you want to be. and it really helps you to kind of structure yourself. So one of the things that I thought would be really cool, because like how I like to start my videos right now with gratitude, is in it kind of looks a little weird from here, but what it talks about is conscious parent power questions, and there are like 50 of them. So I figured to do one question per video to kind of get the ball rolling on how to be more conscious with our children and ourselves when we're raising our kids, and how to be the best parent that we can. And these questions really get you thinking. So they're broken up into compartments. The first one is health and body, then intimate relationship, then emotional, spiritual, and personal growth, then social and fun, family and friends, work and career, community and giving, money and finances. So I figured I'm going to do one today on health and body. The one question that I wanted to ask you guys is, what is one thing that you can do every day to take care of your body? And I've found that, we kind of neglect ourselves, especially after we have kids, that we put everything on the back burner. And what happens with that is, if you're not sleeping properly, then you don't have the proper energy to go work out, right? So it's kind of like a whole big circle. But what is one thing that you can do today, well, not today because it's 10 p.m., but starting tomorrow, because we can change our way of thinking and how we feel about ourselves like that. There's no waiting period. You can literally just snap your fingers and you can say, I'm going to change my lifestyle. I'm going to change how I feel about myself, like that, in an instant. That's how fast it takes. So what is one thing that you would do to make your body feel better? Will you start exercising one day extra? Maybe you don't do it right now and you want to go on more walks. Maybe you want to start drinking more water than you usually do. I know I have to do that because I don't drink that much. What is one thing that you yourself want to do to start taking care of your body? So I'm going to be going through this list during every video to ask you one question, and it's going to be on different aspects of parenting and yourself. So this is going to be an exciting journey with me, and I'm excited to hear from you guys. One thing that I would really want to do is, because I started kickboxing, I used to teach it like 8 years ago, and it was fun. But then I had my kids and the classes just weren't, falling into place with the same times, so I had to stop from that, and that really just deteriorated me with like how I felt. It was just horrific. So I started up again, and then my back went out because I wasn't stretching properly. So one thing that I'm making sure is to take care of myself, of my body, and not only health-wise, but as well as listening to when I need to just rest and take that time for myself. So I want you guys to follow those steps too. What are you going to do to make it easier for yourself and to get your healthy back? So I see that we got a couple of questions. Masha says, from what age should I start putting socks on, and should they go over footed pajamas? Okay, so age for socks doesn't matter. They can be as a newborn. For footed pajamas, what I would do is, because we're heading into summer, you make sure you don't overheat your child. So you would put the PJs on, the footed PJs, and then you would put socks over the PJs just while you're finishing up your routine, probably like 10 minutes or so. It'll give enough time to warm up, and then you can take the socks off and then keep it that way. You don't want to, especially during the spring and summer, you don't want to keep socks and footed pajamas on at the same time, because that's way too much going on over there in the little footsie area. So you'll just put the socks over the footed pajama, and then you'll take them off afterwards just to regulate, right? Because if we get out of the shower ourselves and we're like cold, what is the first thing that you usually run to put on? It's mostly like socks, and that makes you warm right away, and that's kind of what you want to continue on with that. Hey Karen! So Nicole has a question. I try to make time to wash my face each night and then do a sheet mask every other night. Awesome. Yeah, I've been lazy on that, so that hasn't been going very well. But I have to get onto that too. So that's awesome, Nicole, that you take time for yourself. We all need to take time for ourselves and never neglect our own needs, because if we give, then we just kind of, Nothing really happens, nothing benefits in that way. And moms, we are the matriarch of our family, so we really need to take care of ourselves as well. So any other questions on the socks for tonight's video? I hope your Mother's Day was fantastic. It rained, but that should not have put a damper on anything, because you ladies are fantastic, and I know you were smiling through the entire raindrops that were going on. So I guess there are no more questions. Tomorrow there's not going to be a live video. I have an in-home consultation, so I might do one on Thursday, but I'll let you guys know. Also, I incorporated on the page, if you guys want to join part of my 3-day free program that I'm doing on helping your little one go to sleep. So make sure that you just type in your name and say "Mama needs sleep" on that thread. That's actually the thread right below this. And if you have any questions about your baby's sleep right now that you still are not able to kind of put into place and to create a plan for yourself, feel free to contact me on my calendar that's right up on top, that I open up a couple of more windows for you guys, and I would love for you to schedule something with me. I don't bite, it's a free call, and I hope I can talk to you soon. Well, schedule, so I know I'm going to talk to you soon, okay? So sweet dreams, everyone. Love you. And I'll let you know if I'm going to be able to do one on Thursday. If you have any specific questions, you can also PM me or email me at itsme@achievewithcarolina.com. Love you. Sweet dreams. Bye, guys.